I'm above the clouds here in Olympic National Park. I've taken a trip to Seattle with my Delta SkyMiles Platinum American Express card to explore Olympic National Park. Olympic National Park sits on the Olympic Peninsula in Washington State, and I've been out to this peninsula a few times in the past, but I've never really explored the park itself, and I've always heard incredible things about it. My first stop here is Hurricane Ridge, which is one of the best viewpoints in the park. There's an 18-mile scenic drive to get up here, and it's worth doing even if you're just going to come look at the view from the parking lot. You get a great look at the Olympic mountain range, and there's also a lot of hiking trails around here, and it's everything from short little loops to long, strenuous trails that will lead you through these mountains. There's also wildlife up here. Actually, there's a deer walking toward me right now. I'm gonna try to get a shot of this. So what was I talking about before the deer came through? Oh, what you can do up here. So there's lots of hiking, and then also in the winter, this is a popular spot for snow sports like snowshoeing and skiing. Olympic National Park is one of 3 national parks in Washington State. It encompasses nearly 1 million acres and is known for its diverse ecosystems, including rugged mountains, lush rainforests, and extensive wild coastline. This afternoon, I'm hiking around Lake Crescent, which is this beautiful lake known for crystal clear water, and there's lots of hiking trails around it. I love the trees in this area. They're covered in moss. There's moss hanging off of the branches. It feels very rainforesty. In these forests, you'll see trees that have a hole at the base of the trunk, and the reason behind this is fascinating. When a tree falls and decays on the forest floor, it provides a rich habitat for new trees to grow. So new trees will sprout and grow over and around the fallen log, but then the log eventually completely decays, so a hole is left in its place. These fallen logs are called nurselogs because they nurse new trees, and they're incredibly important for forest regeneration. The Olympic Peninsula has a really interesting climate. There are 4 temperate rainforests here, including the Hoh Rainforest, where I am right now, that gets up to 14 feet of rain each year. The Hoh Rainforest is around 10,000 years old, and it's also considered one of the quietest places in the US. This is because of its remote location. It's not near any big cities and the dense vegetation in this region. The trees here grow up to 300 feet tall, and their lush canopies and mossy trunks absorb sound. If you're planning a trip to Olympic National Park, the easiest city to fly into is Seattle. I flew from Austin to Seattle with Delta, and with Takeoff 15, eligible Delta SkyMiles Platinum American Express card members like me can save when using miles to book award travel on Delta flights when booking directly through Delta. Discount excludes partner-operated flights, taxes, and fees. Terms apply. And with my $120 rideshare credit, I earn up to $10 back in statement credits each month after I use my Delta SkyMiles Platinum American Express card to pay for US rideshare purchases with select providers, which was great for rides to and from the airport at home. Terms apply and enrollment required. Once in Seattle, I rented a car to drive out to the peninsula, which, depending on which part of the park you're headed to, can take 3 to 5 hours, with the coast being the furthest away. I've come out to Ruby Beach for sunset, and this beach is so beautiful. There's driftwood everywhere, sea stacks in the water, and some really cool rock formations that you can walk right up to. And if you're into photography, there's some pretty cool compositions you can find around the rocks here. And what a night to be out here. This weather is incredible. Olympic National Park has 73 miles of coastline, so there are tons of beaches here. There are even some places where you can camp on the beach. That's actually the only part of this park I have been out to before, so I've come out a couple of times and camped on the beach, which is a really cool experience. Well, this is it for my little Olympic National Park road trip. I've had so much fun just running around the past few days looking at things. I thrive on a road trip. I love having my own car. I love the freedom with it. I can spend as little or as long at a spot as I want. Like if I show up and I really love it, I can spend hours somewhere. And if I show up and I don't love it, I can just turn around and leave. I can't believe I got blue sky pretty much every day of this trip, and it's kind of annoying because I actually remembered to pack my rain gear this time. This is a rain cover for your camera. You just like slide it over your lens and your body. You can get these at any camera store. They come in all different variations and sizes. It's essential if you're going to be out shooting in the rain for prolonged periods of time, but it's also my most frequently forgotten item. Pro tip though, if you do ever find yourself in need of a rain cover and you forgot to pack yours or you don't have one and you get somewhere and it's really rainy, a shower cap can be worked to create a rain cover for your camera. You can pull it over your body and lens to protect it in between shots. You could even cut a hole in one and like pull the whole thing over your setup to shoot through. And you can find a shower cap pretty much anywhere. I mean, even some hotels include them in the bathrooms. I would highly recommend adding Olympic National Park to your travel list if it isn't there already. I would say this is more of a relaxed national park in the sense that there aren't any really major attractions, unlike somewhere like Yellowstone. And for that reason, I think the crowds are a bit more dispersed. This is really a park where you just come to get outside. Pick one of the hundreds of hiking trails or places to camp and just come get outside. Be sure to click the link in the description to learn how you can make the most out of your travels with the Delta SkyMiles Platinum American Express card. Thanks for coming along with me on this one, and I'll see you next time.